Hello again, everyone. I've been having a play this morning. I don't know what they came into my head, but I suddenly thought about this die that I had from, it's Altenew. It's a sphere, and to give the impression of the sphere, the lines are broader in the middle than they are at the side, so you know you get that effect. But the die itself is really not to be a cutout one like this. It's simply to be an aperture in a big panel. But what I've done here is I've joined one of my Presscut dies with it, taped it down so that it actually cuts out as a unit like this rather than just, you know, an aperture in a big whatever. So what I wanted to do, and what I have done here, is choose a larger circle die to my Presscut one. I'll just show you. These are just taped together very carefully to make sure I get the same width all the way around. So you see, that's the die from Altenew, and this is the one that I'll put with it. So I've chosen a bigger one of my Presscut dies to cut a large aperture in the front panel. And what I have a fancy for doing is having this here, that there, but having them kind of floating. And my query is, the thing I've been playing about with, is how do I get this lot to float when that is so delicate? So what I thought I'd try is to put a piece of vellum behind this and attach this sphere to the vellum. Again, that's kind of a bit tricky because it's very narrow in places, etc., etc. So I thought I might try with my micro dots. So we'll kind of see how we go. First thing to do is to cut down this piece of vellum and attach it behind the square. So I'll do that next. Here's a trimmer. And these dies that I have at the back of my desk are the embellishments that I'm thinking that I'm going to be using just to decorate this sphere. So let me just cut this off. Where did I get up to? I wasn't paying attention. About there. Okay, so this should fit behind here. Just right. So let's just stick this down. I'll use a bit of tape runner for this, I think. So just quick and easy. Don't want any of the adhesive to go beyond the lines. Okay. Into here. And down it goes. Okay. So there's my vellum attached to the back. Now, to get this onto there, I'm going to try micro dots. Micro dots are glue dots, which are very, very, very small. And they are contained between two sheets of plastic. One sheet is more flexible than the other. The flexible sheet is the one that you pick up, and the stiffer one is the one that is actually holding the glue dots. They're sometimes quite tricky to open. So let me just see if I can get this top layer off. I don't know if there's a real secret to doing this, to be honest. I've tried lots of different ways, but there, I've got it. Okay, there's my top. This is a thin, flexible top layer, and the bottom one is the one containing all the micro dots. So what you do is put the back of your die cut onto the micro dots, just about fits, and then just pop the top layer back over while you press down. Because with pressing down, that is attaching those micro dots to the back of this die cut. Right, let me lift this top layer once more. Then we can extract our die cut. Now this, because it's going to be stuck to the bottom layer, might be a bit tricky. Let me just see. Here we go. There we go. Now on the back of this piece, I don't know if you can see them shining, but on the back of this piece, there are absolutely heaps of these tiny, tiny, tiny glue dots. Okay. Now the next thing to do is to get this into position and onto my card front. Okay, I think we'll go this way. And I'd like them going horizontally, I think. Just looking around to see if I've got the distance the same all the way around. Looks like I have. Okay, I'll just put a block on there and press it down. So now I've got that onto my vellum. So in order to get this raised, what I can do now is to just put some foam tape around the back of this, which is what I'm going to do next. So here it is. Okay, there's my foam tape on. Now I thought I would have, I don't know, something pretty. And I wondered about butterflies, and I did wonder about getting two different sizes of butterflies, maybe having one as a solid piece of card and another one in vellum, or one as a solid and another one as filigree. Tried those and I thought they were just altogether too big. So I tried this one again with a smaller back. It doesn't match. And I didn't really like that very much either. So this was the next one that I tried. This is a Poppy Stamps one, and I got cut out these. Obviously you get 3 at once, but I thought 2 of them together might look quite nice, sort of on there like that. And maybe get just, I have got some butterfly bodies and antenna things amongst my dies. I thought I could do that, and then we could have a little sentiment. Quite like that. Wasn't quite sure. I haven't actually cut the smaller one out of vellum. Let's just try. Will that fit across there? This tiny piece of vellum. Ooh. As my mother would say, no, but just this. Here's a bigger piece. Let's cut one of these. Let's just see. Here are some vellum ones. 1, 2, 3. Let's just see. Let's try the large solid one with a large vellum one. It's quite pretty. Or a middle-sized vellum one. Not sure. The other thing I wondered about was flowers, and oops, something's dinging. This I think was a freebie with a magazine or something, and I thought perhaps one of these or a couple of these. It's got 2 sizes of petals plus this middle. I thought that was quite kind of pretty. Maybe with a pearl in the centre then. I think I might do that actually, rather than the butterflies. The butterflies always come in useful for something else. Let me do these. I'll stick the panel down. So just pop these onto the card base. I'm just wondering if I should put a vellum layer between those flowers. I wonder if that might... I just was thinking about linking the vellum that's behind, that you can see peeping around the sphere, with with the flower itself. Let me just get this in the centre. There we go. Right, shall we cut some vellum flowers and just see what they look like? See if we can put I could always put some Nuvo glitter gloss on to make, you know, a little bit of twinkle somewhere perhaps. Let's just see. Maybe putting a vellum one on top of the card one. Don't know if I like it or not really. Don't know if I do. Maybe. Don't know where my other centre's gone to. Oh, here it is. Let me take them off again. Maybe a leaf, maybe a little. Let me try putting some glitter gloss on this and see what I think about that. I'll just rest it on this piece of card. This is so pretty. And then I'll have to think of a sentiment. I don't know quite what we're thinking of really for this kind of card, but it could be wedding or anything really, couldn't it? That's quite pretty. I think that. Okay, I think we'll do a little bit of playing around with this and getting these on. Okay, and then a sentiment. So I think I'll do just a little bit of shaping. They have got slightly etched petals. I don't know if you can see, but the die has got these sort of emboss lines or deboss lines within it, so that you have got, you know, a slight bit of movement there. But I'm going to do a little bit of shaping as well as. This is just from the back, and that can go onto there like that. I don't think I'm going to try and shape this one. And then one of those in the centre with maybe a pearl. Okay, a little bit of glue. I could use glue dots, couldn't? Let me use glue dots. I've got some very small ones here. These are from Stix2 as well. Very small glue dots. I'll put that on the back of there. And then pop that onto here, just slightly offset, I think. Okay, and another one on this one. They're just on the roll. You just press whatever it is onto the glue dot, and the glue dot sticks on the back. And then you can pop it in. Let's do the other one. So, just a tiny bit of shaping to start with. I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this piece. And a glue dot on the back of this piece. There's supposed to be a great long stamen thing. I think it's probably supposed to be an hibiscus. I don't know. But I think that looks quite nice. I'm just wondering if I should have a little sprig of leaves. A few vellum leaves maybe. Let me just get some. I've got a few little sprigs of leaves here. I think I'll just see if any of these looks reasonable. I'm trying to try the vellum and just see what that looks like. If I don't like them, it doesn't matter, does it really? It's not only a tiny bit. take a look at these. It's quite pretty. This one is a bit bigger. I'm just wondering if I can use this one both ends. I think I can. I'll do another one of those and then I'll be able to have the same leaf in both directions. I only want the tip, so let me just do in this little gap here. I don't want the whole leaf, just the tip of it. There we go. So if we have that little bit going down there and this bit going up there, I think that's quite pretty. Okay, let's stick them down. And I think I'll do these with glue dots as well. Stix2 do all sorts of sizes of glue dots. These are slightly larger ones. Those ones are what they call very small. This one, I don't know if you can see them shining. These ones are just slightly larger. So you can find the glue dot just for your purpose. So let's put on the large flower. Put on, I want it a bit lower actually, there. And the smaller flower. And then, well, just trim this up a bit more, I don't need both of those things. So we'll just I'll put a glue dot behind this as well, I think. Let's have the tiny one. This under here, because it's on the stem, there's sticky on both sides of it, which will just grab it from both directions, if it's, as it were. And the large one, here it is going to go just in there. Okay, and I think with this one I'm going to put a small trail of glue just up the stem, which I don't think will show. Let's just put a tiny trail. It's so thin, you can hardly see it. Pop this in. There we are. Now, I think I probably will have a sentiment. Not quite sure what. I will find something. And I'm going to actually put a pearl in there. I would fancy a little pearl in the centre of those flowers. So let's get will that size do? Perhaps I'll have, are those the same size? Yes. What's the next size up? This one. Oh, that one's got various sizes on it, hasn't it? But I think I'll have two different sizes on these two different flowers. I got these in from Amazon. I do love pearls, and I change their colour with markers and all sorts. Really, really love them. This one I think I'll try and pick up, and it's one of these, because they're so small. That one can go in there. And we'll have a larger one, slightly larger. Where does this open? It is. I'll try with this. Yeah, isn't that pretty? So, what sentiment do we want for that? It could be a sympathy card, it could be a wedding card, it could be a birthday card, it could be absolutely all sorts. So, I'll find a sentiment. And I'm thinking that I may well do silver. a silver sentiment. I'm not sure, but it's clean and simple, isn't it? Love it. Absolutely love it. So I will get a sentiment, do that, and put the finished card at the end of the video, hopefully. So thank you so much for watching, and for such lovely comments recently. I've been really enjoying reading your comments, so do please keep them coming. I do like to hear what you've been doing, and several people have been sharing pictures in their comments of cards that they have made with some of the techniques that I've been demonstrating or making, not necessarily demonstrating. So I've loved seeing those. So do carry on doing that as well. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. So as ever, thanks for watching. Come back and see me very soon.